Nobody expected the shy kid from West Des Moines to become the face that launched a million basketball dreams. Caitlin Clark's journey from high school prospect to global phenomenon represents one of the most dramatic transformations in modern sports history. The young woman who once struggled with confidence and doubted her own abilities has evolved into a cultural icon whose influence extends far beyond basketball courts. But the changes go deeper than statistics and endorsement deals. Her physical appearance, personal style, and public persona have undergone such a complete metamorphosis that longtime fans barely recognize the superstar she's become. What drove this incredible transformation? And how did a small-town Iowa teenager become the most recognizable athlete in women's sports? Caitlin Elizabeth Clark was born on January 22, 2002, in Des Moines, Iowa, to parents Brent and Ann Nitzy Clark. Growing up in a middle-class family in West Des Moines, she was the middle child of three, with brothers Blake and Colin who also played basketball. Her early years were marked by a quiet, studious personality that contrasted sharply with the confident superstar she would later become. During her freshman year at Dowling Catholic High School, Clark stood 5 feet 8 inches and was considered a promising but not exceptional prospect. Her coaches remember a gangly teenager who was still growing into her body and learning to harness her natural athletic ability. The physical transformation began early, as she eventually grew to 6 feet 0 inches and developed the strength and coordination that would make her one of college basketball's most dominant players. The most striking aspect of Clark's early transformation was her evolution from a timid, self-conscious teenager to a confident leader who thrived under pressure. Former teammates describe how she gradually emerged from her shell, developing the vocal leadership and competitive fire that would become her trademark. Questions arise about what specific experiences or influences contributed to his dramatic personality shift during her high school years. Her high school statistics tell the story of progressive improvement and growing confidence. As a freshman, she averaged 13.5 points per game, but by her senior year, she was posting 32.6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.1 assists per game while leading Dowling Catholic to multiple state championships. The numbers reflect not just physical development but a mental transformation that allowed her to take over games and carry her team to unprecedented success. Clark's recruitment process revealed an athlete who was beginning to understand her own potential. Major college programs initially overlooked her, but her junior and senior seasons attracted attention from elite programs including Iowa, Notre Dame, and UConn. The fact that she chose to stay close to home at the University of Iowa would prove to be a decision that changed both her life and the trajectory of women's college basketball. The physical transformation during her college years at Iowa was remarkable to witness. The lean teenager who arrived in Iowa City in 2020 gradually developed into a powerful, athletic guard who could dominate games through her combination of size, strength, and skill. Her shooting range expanded dramatically, and she developed the physical stamina necessary to play extended minutes at an elite level. Beyond physical changes, Clark's style evolution became a subject of fascination for fans and media. Her signature look evolved from simple ponytails and basic team gear to a more sophisticated personal brand that included carefully chosen hairstyles, designer clothing, and a polished public image that resonated with fans across demographic lines. The transformation reflected growing confidence and awareness of her platform as a public figure. Clark's college career statistics demonstrate the progression of an athlete reaching her full potential. She finished her Iowa career with 3,951 points, making her the all-time leading scorer in Division I college basketball history, surpassing both men's and women's previous records. Her career average saw 28.4 points, 8.2 assists, and 7.1 rebounds per game reflect a player who had transformed into a complete basketball talent capable of influencing every aspect of the game. The mental and emotional transformation was perhaps even more significant than her physical development. Teammates and coaches describe how Clark evolved from a player who was afraid to make mistakes to one who embraced pressure situations and demanded the ball in crucial moments. This psychological evolution was critical to her ability to perform at the highest levels and lead teams to success in high-stakes environments. Her relationship with media and public attention also underwent a dramatic transformation. Early in her college career, Clark was shy and uncomfortable during interviews, often giving short, nervous responses to questions. By her senior year, she had become articulate, charismatic, and skilled at handling media responsibilities while maintaining authenticity that endeared her to fans and journalists. The Iowa years also saw Clark develop her signature playing style that combined exceptional three-point shooting with court vision and leadership that elevated her teammates' performances. Her transformation from a talented individual player to a complete team leader was evident in Iowa's progression from a struggling program to a national championship contender during her tenure. Clark's personal style transformation became a cultural phenomenon that extended her influence beyond basketball. Her fashion choices, hairstyles, and overall aesthetic evolved to reflect growing sophistication and confidence that resonated with young women who saw her as a role model. This transformation contributed to her marketability and helped establish her as a lifestyle brand in addition to being an elite athlete. The development of her signature celebrations and on-court personality represented another aspect of her transformation. Teammates and coaches describe how Clark evolved from a player who was afraid to make mistakes to one who embraced pressure situations and demanded the ball in crucial moments. This psychological evolution was critical to her ability to perform at the highest levels and lead teams to success in high-stakes environments. Her relationship with media and public attention also underwent a dramatic transformation. Early in her college career, Clark was shy and uncomfortable during interviews, often giving short, nervous responses to questions. By her senior year, she had become articulate, charismatic, and skilled at handling media responsibilities while maintaining authenticity that endeared her to fans and journalists. The Iowa years also saw Clark develop her signature playing style that combined exceptional three-point shooting with court vision and leadership that elevated her teammates' performances. Her transformation from a talented individual player to a complete team leader was evident in Iowa's progression from a struggling program to a national championship contender during her tenure. Clark's personal style transformation became a cultural phenomenon that extended her influence beyond basketball. Her fashion choices, hairstyles, and overall aesthetic evolved to reflect growing sophistication and confidence that resonated with young women who saw her as a role model. This transformation contributed to her marketability and helped establish her as a lifestyle brand in addition to being an elite athlete. The development of her signature celebrations and on-court personality represented another aspect of her transformation. The technical aspects of her game transformation were meticulously documented throughout her college career. Her shooting mechanics became more consistent, her decision-making improved dramatically, and her understanding of game situations evolved to the point where she could single-handedly control the pace and flow of games through her basketball intelligence. Her public speaking and interview skills underwent perhaps the most dramatic transformation of all. The nervous teenager who could barely complete sentences during early media appearances evolved into an articulate, thoughtful spokesperson who could handle difficult questions and controversial topics with grace and intelligence that impressed even experienced journalists. The transformation in how opponents and coaches approached playing against Clark was equally telling. Early in her career, teams used standard defensive schemes, but by her final seasons, opposing coaches were designing entire game plans around stopping her influence. This evolution reflected both her improved play and the respect she had earned throughout the basketball community. Clark's mentorship transformation was also remarkable, as she evolved from someone seeking guidance to a leader who provided direction and inspiration to younger players. Her ability to balance being competitive and demanding with being supportive and encouraging demonstrated emotional intelligence that contributed to her team's success and her own personal growth. The cultural impact of Clark's transformation extended far beyond basketball statistics and individual achievements. She became a symbol of possibility for young women in sports and helped change conversations about the potential for women's athletics to generate mainstream attention and commercial success. Her transformation represented broader changes in how society views and supports women's sports. The business and marketing transformation surrounding Clark was unprecedented in women's college basketball. Her ability to drive television ratings, sell merchandise, and generate social media engagement transformed her from college athlete to entertainment property that attracted attention from major brands and media companies seeking association with her popularity. Questions arise about what factors contributed most significantly to Clark's remarkable transformation and whether her evolution was primarily natural maturation or the result of specific experiences, coaching, and environmental influences that helped her reach her full potential as both an athlete and public figure. Her transformation in handling criticism and controversy also demonstrated growing maturity and emotional intelligence. Early in her career, negative comments and social media criticism visibly affected her, but she developed resilience and perspective that allowed her to focus on her goals while maintaining authenticity that fans appreciated. The physical conditioning and training transformation was evident in Clark's improved stamina, strength, and injury resistance throughout her college career. Her commitment to physical development complemented her skill improvement and contributed to her ability to maintain elite performance levels throughout demanding seasons and high-pressure tournament play. Clark's transformation in understanding and leveraging her platform for social causes and community impact reflected growing awareness of her influence and responsibility as a public figure. Her involvement in various charitable activities and social issues demonstrated evolution, from focused athlete to engaged citizen who understood her ability to create positive change. The professional preparation transformation was equally impressive, as Clark evolved from college player to someone ready for the demands and expectations of professional basketball. Her development of professional habits, media sophistication, and business acumen prepared her for success at the next level in ways that extended far beyond basketball skills. Looking toward her professional career, Clark's transformation continues as she adapts to new challenges and opportunities in the WNBA. The foundation built during her college years provides the platform for continued evolution as she faces different pressures and expectations while maintaining the authenticity and competitive drive that made her transformation so compelling to witness. If you're as amazed by Caitlin Clark's incredible transformation as we are, go ahead and like this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What aspect of her evolution from shy teenager to global superstar impressed you most? Do you think her transformation represents natural growth or something more unique? We want to hear your perspective on how athletes develop into cultural icons. Then, hit subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our coverage of sports transformations and the stories behind athletes who change the game. Thanks for watching.